I was at work. At the time, I was working for my dad in his furniture store, and I had a feeling. Is the best way to describe it. I turned to my sister. So it was about almost 5 o'clock, and my wife had, she'd pick me up every evening when I got off work, and I had this funny, strange feeling that something wasn't right. So I turned to my sister and I asked her, I says, call the highway patrol and see if my car has been in an accident. And she looked at me like I was crazy, and I said, just do it. She did it, and she's on the phone talking to the highway patrol, turned to me, and tears started rolling down her eyes. I knew right then that my premonition was right, and I was told to come to the scene of the accident. They would tell me more. And I got there, and she was dead on impact. And my 2 little girls were taken to the hospital. Eyewitnesses say that Carrie flew out of the car and landed on her feet running. And a passerby heard a baby cry and pulled Holly out from under the driver's seat. Both of them were virtually unharmed, a couple of bruises. I think Carrie's got just a few stitches right there from one little cut, and that was it. That night at the hospital, I spoke to my mother, who has always been my best friend, and told her, I said, I'm going to change my life. And I knew that I had to get in church to change my life, and because I had 2 little girls that was counting on me, so a lot of lonely nights, and a lot of diaper changing. Holly was just 13 months old. Carrie was about 3, so they were still pretty young. Those first 2 years were tough. It's tough being a single dad. It's real tough. I spent every waking moment I could with those children because I realized, that their lives were precious to me. I wound up here at Olive, and about 6 months later, September of '90, and got in the singles group. I was invited to a singles party. Several people there, had been talking to me about salvation, and that night I gave my life to the Lord. And I've been here at Olive ever since. I mean, the people here at Olive have been more than family, because when the tragedy happened, I didn't know what to do. I was seeking something. And when I landed here at Olive, that's when they reached out and became family. When that happened, that definitely changed my life. It made me, want to be mature, want to be responsible, and want to do the right thing for my children. God used that situation to grow me up, and I realize now that's exactly what happened, because, I was a 30-year-old kid, wasn't grown. I think God waits on us to make a decision, but I think He's standing there waiting. He's not too far away to catch us if we fall.